Hi, I'm Marianne Woods, and I'm the director of the Master of Science program in Research Administration at Johns Hopkins University. I want to look at the 4 areas of misconduct in science, and this can include plagiarism, fabrication, and falsification. Okay. Now I add a 4th area to that, and that is scholarship. Okay. Most institutions might not add scholarship, but having been the research integrity officer at several major universities, scholarship is also very much a part of what you want to look at. And in fact, if you run a research integrity office, if there's any sort of scholarship, author disputes and other things like that, they usually rise to the top. They go from the department chair to the dean, and then ultimately the dean comes to the assistant or associate vice president for research and says, take a look at this. What should we do in this case? Well, one of the things that I want to talk about is deals with falsification and fabrication, and in fact deals with misconduct in general. Because one of the very first things you have to do when you get an allegation of misconduct is that you have to secure the data and the information. So how do you do that? Do you do that by yourself? No. Do you let the professor know you're coming? No. Why? Well, if you let the professor that you may be investigating know that you are coming to confiscate the data, data may be destroyed. So what do you do? Well, for one thing, you talk with your provost and your vice president for research, and you also talk with your IT people, okay? So that's your information technology people. Because your information technology people may be able to remotely access the computers that are online and gather the data for you and put a timestamp on it. So that's a very important technique. The second thing is that when you go to enter the facility, if you have to confiscate laptops, if you have to confiscate other materials that may be in the particular area, it might be, as an example, videotapes, because there may be some videotaping involved, or it can be something simple as the databases that may be in a remote location. So all of this has to be taken into consideration when you are confiscating the data. Remember that you have to catalog all the material that you get. Remember that if you confiscate log notebooks, you have to tag those log notebooks and take them with you. Okay. Also remember that you have to have a place to store the data, and it has to be a locked and secure facility. So you have to prepare to get the information and then to properly store the information. So that's just a little tidbit on misconduct in science and confiscation of data.